Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
319. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're going to need some therapy after this. Yeah, Liz. Mike spot 4. Bravo. Mike spot 4.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete to open things up. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Find Allen Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rush in. Check 50. Check 50. Check 24. Check 24.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Get ready. Check 26. Check 26. Easy. Fresno. Alert flare. Back north. Bang. Inside. Bang.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
58. 54 Mike. Push him back. Slam. Under 10. Yeah, Liz. Deuce. Watch out. Inside. Tight dog. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check safety.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. Check right left. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
319. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Kill, 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 kill. Inside. 950. You draw Corkers. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch the safety creep. Tighten up, tighten up.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
Me and you all day. Go, go. I'm coming after you.
Topper, Topper.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go.
30.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Being chased out left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I got it. Watch time, watch time. Tight end run, tight end run.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was up to the drawing board with that call.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? The one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Slam, slam, slam. Shoot, shoot, shoot. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
All right.
It's Williams. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. Yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. On the Seahawks, 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
6-6, pull it high.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey,
50.
switch.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it, I believe.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an even 90 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
26. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Hey.
foxtrot, foxtrot.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, Liz.
50's the mark.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Let's make these babies.
And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jacob Hollister, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Check 30.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
And you just know when that play call came in there, big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
26. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, let's get some penetration. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 50. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be looking at a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 3rd for 24 yards.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check nine, check nine.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Protein spill. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Hey, what's that?
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
26. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Wilson throwing again, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tramon Williams. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Greystone, travel.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
61, matchbox, light.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Jump out.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 50,
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, open here is Allison, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
54. Mike 54.
Go.
Working from the gun. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the...
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run on 7, forthcoming. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He'll buy some time right, and it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
50, Mike 50. I know he ain't got it.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the plate of the 37. 6. Back to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
50's a mark.
1st and 10 at the 20-40 yard line.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 20-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day. Hey, 626. Hey, Zoo. 54. Mike 54. You're trapped. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one.
Your point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
380.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the 4th quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief.